Formula One. World champions, prestige, advanced technology, and men with funny accents.
That one there was a violation.
A true roller coaster of excitement. The same roller coaster that takes Lance Stroll to the barrier.
It's a mistake he made earlier this weekend.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Well, why should you get into it?
We do not care.
The baddies like it.
Stop the cap.
I know more girls that are into it than guys for some reason. And as guys, we've probably done some less than notable stuff for a girl that we didn't really want to do. I watched the first 3 seasons of Glee because a girl I liked it. And if you're willing to watch that, I mean, might as well watch something really cool like racing. That's sick, man. You know? And also, it might make you look smarter if you know a bunch of terms about how engines work and how cars are made. So there's that too. As someone who got into it recently, I can catch you up to speed on all the stuff you might need to know. At least to the point where you have something to annoy your friends with and talk about all the time. A good place to start is watching Drive to Survive, which is a show on Netflix. It gives a basic overview of how the race works, but it's a good place to learn a couple of the drivers. Like that's where Daniel Ricciardo got really popular. That's why he's like more famous in America than other drivers are, is because he had a big presence on the show. The editing, really good. I don't know what they did to that show, but something about it feels nostalgic, even though it was never there as a kid. But yeah, you should start off with that. And then if you like all that stuff, you can watch the actual Formula One YouTube channel. They have, recaps and highlights of the races and qualifying if you need to. Speaking of which, qualifying, at first I didn't even know how to watch it. I was so there's just numbers all over the screen. It's a lot of information to take in. But the basic overview is there are 3 qualifyings. Q1, everybody goes out. They have 15 minutes to set the fastest lap time. Bottom 5 slowest start in the position that they ended in. It goes on to Q2, another 15 minutes. Bottom 5 knocked out. They start in the position they started in. And Q3, top 10 fastest lap. The order that they set is the order they start in the race. Definitely different levels to people that know about it. But the basic level, we got the people who just heard about it. They don't really know anything about it. They might know like a team like Ferrari or a driver or 2. They don't really know much about it other than it's just like an open wheel racing category. And there's level 2 people which know a little bit more about it. They know more of the teams, more of the drivers. They don't watch every race, but they'll keep up with the highlights every now and then. It's something they can casually talk about.
I mean, it's all right. Like, overrated.
And go up to the people who watch every single race. They'll watch the recaps. They'll watch breakdowns of the races. I think I'm in this category along with a lot of other people. Or they'll watch different YouTubers. And they're the freaks of nature. Go to every single race. Think about how much money you need to have to be able to afford to go to every single race. One race alone. Think about Vegas alone is enough to bankrupt some people. I don't know, other than celebrities, who is doing that. Here's some basic terms you need to at least have a general understanding of if you hear people talk about it or if you watch a race. People will say acronyms that you have no idea what they mean.
Wow, man. Damn.
So here are a few. DRS, drag reduction system. It's a little mechanism on the rear wing that opens up to allow more air to go through. And the straights that have designated zones for it. It allows faster or cleaner overtakes. Kind of overpowered. Then there's ERS, which is energy recovery system. It is basically like a battery they use to like gain or speed or to like help defend if a driver has DRS behind them. More terms are chicane. That's S on the track. It's literally just like an S shape on the track. You'll hear them say box.
Box now, box now, box. Stay out. Fuck!
That just means come into the pits to like change your tires or whatever. And then we are checking, which is code for we have no clue what is going on. If you're watching the race, you'll see a bunch of numbers on the left side of the screen, numbers with a purple clock next to it. That's whoever has that clock has the fastest lap currently. And if they are in the top 10 and they finish the fastest lap, they'll get an extra point at the end of it. But we got papaya rules, which is code for don't really like race each other like respectfully or something. I don't know, they can't say that, but they just want to be quirky and cool, I guess. That just means, yeah, papaya rules means race each other. Different drivers are rewarded with different points depending on the position. So off the cuff, first gets 25, then 18, then 15, then 12, 10, then 8, 6, 4, then 2, then 1. Like I said, you get an extra point if you get the fastest lap. You have to be in the top 10 though. They should change that. I think any driver that gets the fastest lap should get an extra point. Might as well, you know?
It is what it is.
The final thing to be able to get into F1, at least on a surface level, is you got to know at least the teams. There's only 10 of them. It's not that much to keep track of. We got McLaren. They got quickly, which is good. They have 2 really good drivers, Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. See if Lando wins the championship.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
It's not looking the best considering teammate is just chipping points away from him every single time, it seems like. And Max isn't too far down enough to where he has enough of an advantage to be able to do it within 8 more races we have. We got Red Bull, which has Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. To be honest, I'm kind of happy they're getting worse so that I can wear Red Bull merch and not look like I'm bandwagoning, which is a strategy, because that's what I did with like the Cubs went to the World Series and they won that. I'm a Cubs fan even though I had like never watched them before. But now that they're kind of bad, I can actually say that I'm a fan and not look like I'm only doing it because they're good. You got Ferrari, of course. Everybody knows Ferrari. They have Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz, but next year they're going to get Lewis Hamilton. It's going to be very interesting. As of right now, kind of came back a little bit. I don't think they're going to win second place at this rate. I don't even, it's hard to say. And then we got Mercedes, which has George Russell right now and Lewis Hamilton. And next year, Kimi Antonelli's going to take Lewis's spot. They're just like random. Every other weekend, it feels like they're either quick or not. But honestly, who even knows what they're going to be like next time? Yeah, Aston Martin has Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll.
That shit was not my fault. Y'all are trash. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are trash. Listen to me when I say this. You are trash.
It's a shame because they're getting Adrian Newey, which designs like every world championship car. It feels like it's good cars every time. And we got the big boy Visa Cash App RB.
I mean, it's all right.
Which is like the worst name. Everybody just calls him V-Carb or AlphaTauri or Toro Rosso, but nobody calls him by their full name really. They have Daniel Ricciardo and Yuki Tsunoda, which they actually kind of started off pretty good at the start of the season. That's why they have as many points as they do. The upgrade doesn't seem to really work as much, so they're kind of at the back now. Haas has Nico Hülkenberg and Kevin Magnussen, and they actually are surprisingly better than most people expected them to be, considering that they lost their team principal at the start. But they're a fun team to root for, even if you're not like American. Just to see like the underdog team actually get some points is cool, because you watch Drive to Survive, it's just like a constant beating mentally of the worst like luck you can have. We got another team I root for, which is Williams. They have Alex Albon. They had Logan Sargent at the start of the season. They dropped him for Franco Colapinto. Ooh, I feel bad for Logan, but they got 10 points last race, and he got more points than Logan's entire career times 4 in just one race. It goes to show that it kind of just was him, which is sad, but RIP.
Oh my god! Oh jeez, oh my god!
Alpine, who has Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon, fell off harder than Kanye's career at this point. And then we have Steak F1 Kick Sauber.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Another awful name. Everybody just call him Sauber. But they have Valtteri Bottas and Zhou Guanyu. But they're barely like a team, it feels like. Nobody cares about them. They're barely shown on the footage. Their drivers don't talk much in the interviews because they just kind of want to go home after finishing last every time. Qualifying last, starting last, finishing last.
What do you mean by that?
Slowest pit stops sometimes. It's rough for them. Here are a list of some of the YouTubers that I watched to get into, but these are just the ones I watch like on a regular basis. Tommo's up there. P1 Matt and Tommy, LawVs, Rick's F1 Addiction, Max Polo, FP1 Will, F1 Unchained, RocketPoweredMohawk, Aldas, Josh Revell. Hopefully now you have some basic understanding of how F1 works, channels to watch, and hopefully you stick around for the sport. It's pretty cool. I'm glad I got into it. On an unrelated note, I want to get a feel for what you guys like. So at the end of the videos, I'm just going to name an artist or a song or something like that. I'm just going to name something and then we'll see what you guys like. What's your favorite song by SZA? Mine is either Braum, Anything, or Ghost in the Machine.
Can you distract me from all the disaster? Can you touch on me and I'll call me after?
Let me know what yours are.